Hi, I'm Tina, and today I'd like to share with you one of the articles that marked me most in 2023. It has helped me understand more about global humanity in the context of the last 10,000 years on Earth. This article was written by 29 co-authors from 8 countries, and they reported that the Earth system has crossed the safe thresholds of 6 out of 9 planetary boundaries as a result of human activities. Now, to understand the significance of these findings, let's think about our ancestors who lived on Earth 10 to 12,000 years ago. Around this time, the last ice age ended. The Earth became warmer and the conditions became relatively stable. And our ancestors started to farm, settle down. Culture and civilization have developed ever since. And the Earth's conditions have remained relatively stable throughout the entire history of human civilization. So the planetary boundaries refer to the global ecological processes that maintain this planetary stability and resilience. If these ecological processes are disturbed too much, we might lose the stable conditions that have supported human civilization. Now, in this article, the authors report that we have already crossed 6 planetary boundaries. Some of these boundaries are well known. For example, biodiversity loss is measured by the rate of extinction of species. And currently, the extinction rate is tens to hundreds of times higher than the average extinction rate over the past 10 million years. And climate change is measured by the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. By now, there is enough carbon dioxide in the atmosphere to create extreme weather and other changes in the climate system that are unsafe for human survival. A less well-known boundary measures the amount of chemicals that have been created by humans. And so these include microplastics, endocrine disruptors, and genetically modified organisms. And according to the authors, hundreds and thousands of these synthetic chemicals are now produced and released into the environment, and very few of them have been tested for their effects on the Earth system. Now, crossing 6 out of 9 planetary boundaries doesn't make our future on the planet look very hopeful, but not all is doom and gloom. For example, one of the 3 boundaries that we're still safely below is stratospheric ozone, and we have become safer partly because 197 countries have signed the Montreal Protocol to phase out the chemicals that were attacking the Earth's ozone layer that protects us from the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays. In the article, the authors stress that it is not enough to look at each of the ecological processes separately, and I learned a lot from the modeling study that they included as an illustration. What I understand is that if we take the analogy of a human being and say that the ecological processes of the Earth are like the life processes in our body, then we can see that the processes are not separate. For example, our blood circulation influences our digestion, which in turn influences our metabolism and endocrine and nervous systems. Like in a human being, if only one system is out of balance, we can already feel very unwell. But what I learned from this study is that on the planet, humanity is currently collectively operating beyond the safe thresholds of 6 out of 9 of our life-supporting systems, which has never been done before in the last 10,000 years of human history. That's why I was very marked by this article. By putting our current activities within the context of our past, this study offered me a sobering look into our collective future. The study has an immense scope, and its implications are far-reaching and globally significant. Structurally, the article is written very tightly and concisely. The abstract contains only 120 words. The 9 planetary boundaries are summarized in just 7 sentences. There's enough information for the reader to feel the impact of the findings, and it makes me want to read on to learn more. Similarly, the main article only has 2 figures and 1 table, and each of them condenses and presents the main information clearly. If you want more details, the reader can always dive into the text and the 36 pages of supplementary material. There is so much information in this article that I will be using it as a reference for many years to come. Thank you very much for spending time with me today. I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.